everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing with you a sweat-proof makeup look. I let you guys know in my last video that I wanted to do this and you guys definitely wanted to see it, so I am here to show it to you guys today. So if you guys want to see how I get this look, then please keep watching. Alright guys, I am super mad because I had to start my entire face over because I decided to try to use the same shadows that Brianna used from this palette in our last collab video. And it looked fine until I did a cut crease and then added Blaze on it with Fix Plus, and it just like started pulling everything off. So I just gave up and I'm like, we're gonna start completely over. I want to still use this palette, but I just don't know. I'm kind of worried because I don't want it to be messed up again. So we'll see. Wanted to try out these two new products that were sent to me from Bobbi Brown. I've already tried them and they are amazing. So this is gonna be a sweat-proof makeup look, just like I told you guys I would do. So let's jump right in. All right, we're gonna start out with the Primer Plus Mattifier from Bobbi Brown. I'm just gonna be basically putting this more in my T-zone where I really get oily. And then next we're gonna go in with the Urban Decay Urban Defense Complexion Primer. This has SPF in it, which you'll definitely want, especially if you're out in the sun, and I love the combo. Then we're going to use the Morphe M439 brush along with the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. This stuff is a little thick, but it is full coverage, so you really want to pack it on. It feels thick, but it's also very lightweight once it's on. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. If you've tried it, you probably know what I'm talking about. But you really want to stipple it into the skin to really give it that matte finish. And I'm fast forwarding it here because you guys don't want to see me put this on forever, but I'm just kind of stippling it all in and really getting it all over the face, and anywhere I need a little extra coverage I'll go over. But it still has a natural finish. You can still see my freckles through it, which I actually really like. So I wouldn't say it's super full coverage. And then for brows, I'm going in with the Brow Multitasker from Estee Lauder. So it has the spoolie on one end, the pencil on the other, and then in the middle, if you twist it off, it is a powder. This stuff is amazing. I don't use the powder too much, but I do enjoy it. And then just to seal everything, we're going to go in with the Maybelline Brow Drama Gel and really lock those brows in for that summer heat. And for the eyes, I'm going to start out with the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC. And then I'm using a Sephora concealer brush to just apply this all over the lid, all the way up to the brow. I'm just using my finger to dab it all out because I feel like that works the best for me. Then for shadows, we're going to go in with the Tarteist Pro To Go palette. I got this in my FabFitFun box and I love the colors. We're going to start with that first shade. It's more of like a muted brown, and we're going to use that in the crease just with this fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics. Now I know the eyes really have nothing to do with a sweat-proof makeup look, but I wanted to show you guys what I created from this palette. Yes, it's super similar to what I've done in the past, but after having to take that first eye look off, this is kind of all I had time for before we had to head out the door. And I also wanted to ask you guys, do you prefer these voiceovers or do you prefer talk-through videos? Otherwise, I can also do time-lapse videos. I'll put a poll right up top, so let me know what you guys think. We're going to use this orangey brown shade in the crease as well, and we're just going to kind of use that as another transition shade. It's going to be like the underneath shade to the next color, just so it kind of peeks through a little bit. Then we're going to use this other brown shade. It's got a little bit of a hint of purple too, but we're really going to deepen up that crease color. Just darken it just a little bit right in the crease area, and then just using windshield wiper motions and kind of circular motions as well until it's blended out how I like it. And my husband is sending me things from the other room. This is so funny. It says, when she says fine, go ahead and do whatever you want, and it shows you can't go anyway, so I'm just laughing at that. Now we're going to place some concealer on the lid. You know the drill. I use the Tarte Shape Tape, place it on the lid and look up, and then I go ahead and fill in everywhere that is between that line and the bottom of the lid. And I actually learned this trick from Nicole Guerriero. That's who this makeup look was inspired by. She did a sweat-proof makeup look, and I figured I would as well. But she did teach me how to do the little transfer trick just as I'm doing it right there with the concealer. and it has worked wonders with my hooded eyes. It is amazing. If you have any kind of hooded eyes, I definitely recommend trying it. Now, I don't take the concealer all the way over to the edge of like the outer corner of my lid. As you'll see here, I'm blending the shadow. I grabbed some more shadow and I'm blending that so that more of that concealer is just more towards the inner corner of the eye. The outer corner, we kind of want it to fade. Now over top of that concealer, we're going to use this gold shimmer color. Just packing that in with this brush here. This brush is from BH Cosmetics as well. And I'm not using any Fix Plus because that's what I used in the tutorial I was filming before this and had to take it all off. So I was really worried. But I was unhappy with how golden this was, so I do end up going back in with another color. You can see here I'm kind of looking at it and I'm like, I want a little bit more brighter shimmer. So I go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette. I love these colors. This is in Light and Beam. Use it all the time. I'm just packing it over top of that gold and kind of focusing it more on that inner corner too, so it's really brightening the eye. For liner, we're using the Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Liner. You'll see my lighting is reflecting off of the eyeliner here, so it looks like it's not done, but I promise you it is. And then using the Tarte Shape Tape, I am just going to highlight the face with that concealer there. Using my Artiste brush, I absolutely love this. You know I've talked about it before, but it is so good. I just wish I had a smaller one for like the under eye area. And I was talking because I was asking my husband to wet this beauty sponge for me, so he got me the Morphe beauty sponge. I love this beauty sponge. It's got like a flat edge that really gets under the eyes well. Now my favorite powder of all time is going to be locking all of this foundation and concealer in. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and the poof I really like as well. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of that powder on a brush and dust it all over my face as well to really lock everything in. And another favorite, the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess in the shade Light is what I'm using here. This is going to bronze the heck out of our face. That foundation was a little bit too light for me, especially when I'm self-tanned, so I really have to bronze it up to get it to match the rest of my body. One thing I've really been loving lately that I kind of just forgot about was contouring my nose. You just forget how good it is until you do it again. For highlighter, we're using my favorite Becca Champagne Pop. I love the golden hue of this highlighter. It is just the perfect pop, literally. Then we're going to use the Physicians Formula Butter Collection palette. This is a limited edition palette, but it does have this really pretty pink blush in it that I really love. Plus it's a nice matte blush as well. Now I know we already set our face with some powder, but I'm going to go in and just contour out my cheekbones with some more powder and really lock in the rest of the face. And while that bakes, we're going to finish up on the eyes. I am just curling my lashes. I am not going to use lashes because I don't want to worry about those in the hot heat falling off or anything like that. Not that I've ever had any issues with it, but the last thing you want is to be fiddling with your eyelashes when you're super hot. And I mixed those two brown shades to use with this pencil brush under the eyes, and then I'm using this fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics to really buff all of that out under there as much as I can. And for mascara, we're using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara. If you're going to be sweating, you want to make sure that you have waterproof mascara on your eyes. I actually hated this mascara when I first bought it because I bought it on accident not knowing it was waterproof, but now I use it all the time and I love it. And to give our eyes a little more pop, I'm going to use this Pixi by Petra Eye Bright Liner in the shade Nude. It is waterproof as well. And we're just going to place that on the inner waterline on the lower lash only. Now to lock everything in on that face, we're using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This stuff is amazing. Your makeup will not budge. It is awesome. And then for lips, to finish off the entire look, this is the Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in Truffle, my absolute favorite. Alright, and this is the final look, this summer sweat-proof makeup look. You guys, this will not budge. The combination of the primer and foundation, setting powder, and setting spray is just key for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching and sticking around to the end. If you did stick around and are hearing this, give this video a big thumbs up And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're notified each time a new video goes up. I'll see you next time, babes. Bye.